What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rise and Grind. Is it Monday already? Is it Monday already? We got Robbie Guns in the studio, aka Flippy Floppers, aka. Well,
He's
won't
not
say the
wearing
other one.
flippy floppers
I
today,
know. We can't
though.
say it. We can't say it. We can't say it. He's keeping a certain shoe company in business right now. He's
Yeah.
holding him down right now
Meanwhile, I'm like, what shoe
on his
company?
back right now. I can't say. I'm not gonna do it to him. I'm not gonna do it to him yet. All right.
Skechers?
Yeah. I
Rob, I'm
I didn't
so
say it,
happy
Rob.
you're here. I missed you so much in Rise and Grind. It's been like months. I feel like you've been on the road for months
Because
on
now
different
I
shoots.
know
It feels like such a treat to
Megan's
have you here.
because Megan's always getting busted on now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you took my shoes.
I
My shoes.
I
No,
filled your
she popped in the
shoes.
sketchies. She popped in the sketchies. Um, yo, today is Megan's 10 years.
Yes.
Holy molies!
Yeah.
This
10
is
years, a whole decade.
this is the 10-year edition. That's all we're gonna talk about today. That's the whole
Oh
thing we're
gosh,
talking
we're gonna
about
end
today.
the show right now.
No, 10 years. Wow. That is absolutely
What a
incredible.
ride.
What a freaking
What a
ride.
wild ride.
I was watching, speaking of rides and this whole like your 10 year, I was watching last night with Jacqueline, Walt Disney, and like how he like got Disneyland up first and then like it was like impossible and like nothing, like it was 10 million things happening at once. Um, anyway, just reminiscent of obviously what's going on right now and just like our growth and your growth here. And it's been such an honor and a pleasure to just work alongside you and see you grow over the past 10 years, especially because you came in here as an intern, right?
Yes.
Referred from Chris Ifelis and him knowing, you're Chris and stuff. And it's just so wild to think that like, I always use your story as an example of just like, um, I never called it this until recently. I've said it a couple times recently, but like entrepreneurship, right? And just like again, like you
Yeah.
rose through the ranks here and have built your, not only just, your reputation in the company and with clients and stuff and with team, but also again, like you came in as an intern and like were like really fucking dialed, and we're like, hey, I'm gonna
Thanks.
be, and we always talk about this, but like it's funny. Did we find the email where you were asking me? I think you found the email, right?
I have to go back and
Yeah,
try to find
I
it
think
again.
you did one years ago. You found it, and
Yeah.
then you sent it to me. I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. But Megan at one point was an intern, and then she got hired because she made me hire her, and then, and then, and then from that point, I remember it was like I don't even know if you
You
were
were
here.
looking for a manager, a
Yes,
marketing
I was looking
manager.
for a marketing manager, and then Megan made me hire her on that too.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
I
You sent
reached
me.
out. You said no.
Yeah, I did. Did
You were,
I?
yeah, the first time you
At
said no,
first,
I was like, hey, instead of hiring for a marketing manager, I think you could just hire me. I could do it.
right.
And you were like,
You had.
no.
I was
I don't
like,
think so. I don't think you're ready. And then I wrote you back. This whole thing was like,
you were
I
making a novel,
disagree. I
right?
I think I'm ready. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Like I think we should talk about it more. And then you
yeah.
were like, all right, twist my arm. You got the job.
Listen, it was a Shakespeare-worthy novel that you wrote. But anyway, my point is obviously you've always fought for the position to be, that you're in right now, and it's just really cool to see you, grow the way you have over 10 years,
Thank you.
because when you think about it again, like, right now, I mean, we always have conversations about like companies like Tesla and more so recently, so like Travis K, I forget how to say his last name, but the one of the co-founders of Uber that got actually booted from Uber, and nobody really knows about it, but now he's actually on the public circuit talking about it
I
now,
didn't know he got booted from
very
Uber.
openly. Yeah, so
Huh.
like he was one of the co-founders that became the CEO. And as he started to really build that brand and build the business and stuff, and it became this like behemoth, um, they realized that like he was too reckless, and they were like, "This guy is crazy." Like for instance, like he had this whole thing called like when he was stealing Lyft executives and stuff, and like in their teams, he called it like internally it was like Operation Shoplifting,
Oh my
and
gosh.
and like the board was like, "Dude, like you can't create titles for things that you can't present at a fifth grade baseball game." Like
Yeah.
they have to be really whatever. So that was one small example that he shared that like was like things that he did
Oh my
that made the
gosh.
board say this guy is too rogue. So in 2017, they pushed him out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I bring it up because of the fact that like a lot of his interviews right now, he's talking about his team and like the journey to grow and to build Uber, And so obviously I think about, you very heavily as we're scaling adapting social, even to this day, right? From the beginning to now. Um, how does it feel for you?
Crazy.
10 years.
Sometimes it feels like I lived 50 lives
Right.
in the past 10 years.
Right.
Like when I think about,
I'm so happy I could help you live more lives.
thank you, I feel like a cat with a
More life.
million lives. Um, no, I mean, I think something that has been consistent all the way, even though it feels like a bunch of different lives, the vision
Mm-hmm.
for what adapting social could be has always remained the same. And it's always given me that little bit of like butterflies. Like when I think about like, and the vision has changed, right? A lot, like from 10 years ago to now. I actually remember getting really upset. This is probably going back. I don't even think I was at Adapting Social for a year, but there was another team member, and her and I were butting heads over the fact that I wanted Adapting Social to be like HubSpot, and she wanted Adapting Social to be like a mom and pop, like boutique agency. And she was like, "We're never going to be like HubSpot. Like, that's not where the vision for this is going." And I remember being like, why are you limiting us? Like, we could be so big. And like, we were really freaking small 10
Right.
years ago,
Yeah,
right? Like
very.
we were really small.
Yeah, very.
But that vision
Very.
of like we could be so big, like there's so much that we could accomplish.
I know.
That's always remained the same, and that's kept me very hungry and dialed in and passionate about what I do.
I love it. Well, when you
Yeah.
think about it, at that point, I think we maybe had like 4 or 5 team members at the time,
Maybe.
right? At that point
Yeah.
in time.
Yeah.
And now we're like pretty much at 100,
Yeah.
you know?
It's a lot.
So, yeah. So it's wild
Yeah.
how much has happened.
And
I
all
will.
the different leaders we had to become over the past 10 years. And it's going to be different. Like, managing 5 people is different from managing 20 and different from managing 100.
Yeah. And in that example of one of the interviews that the guy Travis from the former co-founder of Uber, one of the things that was like a takeaway was that like he essentially said that like the scrappy startup version of yourself when you're scaling a company has to change because that's why he got booted, right? Because like he was still that scrappy person when the Uber's a multi-billion-dollar company, right? So just literally insane to think about like again like over the years, seeing how pressure has changed our leadership, like because we've had to, right? It's almost like we're building like this rocket, and like as we keep going to different like orbit and these different levels, um, the different altitudes and different things are making us change, and we're changing obviously in some cases quickly, in some cases a little bit slowly, but yeah. And I think one of the biggest things though is it's so what I'm so proud of you for is just your ability and how you've grown as a leader here though. Like because when you first started to be our marketing manager at that point in time, right? I think you had one direct report.
Yeah, I think so. I think I was my own direct
You were
report
actually
for a while.
Megan
and
needs to
then
report to herself. Tough conversations around vacation days.
really tough conversations.
But
Yeah.
but the cool part though is obviously when we started to really start to scale from Red Bank to Asbury, right? Like 2017 through 2019. Though that was obviously really painful those few years because we were growing so fast with so many team members starting to
Big
come in.
growth pains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think one of the biggest things though is like, you and I would always have conversations around like, hey, having difficult conversations are so tough and like, whatever. And like it's just now seeing how great you are as a leader because you're being effective and you care about your team and they feel that. It's just awesome because obviously your team reveres you and like you're there for them at bat for them every time we're talking about team things. Like you're so on top of like making sure your team is taken care of. So yeah, and I think even though you wanted it, they always say that like the best leaders are people who like didn't like want to be leaders. They like had to become leaders. And even though you wanted to be a marketing manager, right? Like I think realistically, the reason why you are such a good leader though is because I don't think it's really the title that matters to you. I think it's more so the impact that you're making. And I think that's why you're such a great leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. Not yes, like that's why I'm a great leader, but yes,
Yeah, no, I understand.
I do think that like to me the title doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It's just like how I feel at the end of the day. Like, did I really impact the team around me? Did I let someone down? How can I change something in the organization to make the team's lives better, our client services better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's crazy. So 10.
Crazy.
Rob's
10
reaction
years.
was, that's heavy. How many are you on right now?
Coming up on 4.
4. All
Whoa.
right. He's he's almost at that 5.
Coming in high.
Oof. Oof. Love it. Okay, well, happy 10.
Thank you very much.
Can't believe it. Cheers to the next 100,
Yeah.
right? Longevity, we're gonna live forever. We
It's
got
going to be
this.
even heavier. Are you sweating too?
Yeah. I think it's just you.
All right, I have some topics. ChatGPT can now read and respond to all of your iMessages.
Mm.
And if I catch you doing that, I'm going to be so mad
Dude,
at
I
you.
would never in a million years near know that.
I would be so mad at you.
That's impossible for me.
But yeah, so they launched a feature. It's going to allow a chatbot to control your iMessage, where I guess this is good for, sales teams if you hook it up to your like business phone number or whatever it may be to try to filter conversations and have it happening really quickly. My only hesitation around this is your chatbot has to be so trained because it's just running rogue through your messages, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
seeing how, I think the first thing that popped up for me is all of these bots that have been playing in the sandboxes to see like how it can get out of the sandbox, right? And it's successfully doing that. You're now having it go through your iMessages. What if it just wanted to like start sending messages to people
Right.
just because?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about that. And then the excuse is like, oh, I'm so sorry. I hooked ChatGPT up to my iMessages.
I'd probably test it first in a free like iCloud account that
Yeah.
would make an Apple ID. And I would probably just like test it and be like, all right, like I want you to live in this, and just I would text myself on it and give it different things and just see what it would do.
I mean, that's a good idea.
Like you'd have to create your own sandbox. But obviously this is all new technology, right? So it's subject to like everything could go south, right? So like what does south look like? If south looks like, okay, it's gonna go and text your boss like, hey, I really think you're an asshole. Like that's
I'm
probably,
so sorry. That was ChatGPT, not me.
Yeah,
I swear.
right, exactly. So, there's just like those things, but like it's why if you can control and test it yourself. But again, there's always the future of that potential damage, right? So, either way you accept a risk, but if it's a business phone, right? And like you only have business contacts, I mean, if you sent out a note, be like, hey guys, I'm testing this, for my clients and stuff, whatever, like that makes more sense. I'm just, like these things are brand new, which is so
Yeah.
crazy. In thousands of years from now, when they're talking about the start of AI, we were the lab rats. We were the people testing this technology, right? So like,
We've been the people testing technology since, think about even when you had touchscreen phones. Like we
Yeah,
tested that
right.
out.
Correct.
Text messages, everything.
the millennials we were blessed because we had the insane explosion of technology and technological advances from like the 90s to now have just been absolutely like insane and unprecedented in any time in any generation before us. So it's just completely crazy, but it's such a blessing to be able to do that. It's a blessing and a curse, but obviously more of a blessing for
It
me.
is cool though, because
Yeah.
we're like at the brink of history, really,
Correct,
right?
right.
Like this
So-
boom of AI.
So I think, either way for me, like I'm not going to do stuff like that until like we know it's secured, right? It's like the whole thing when like Jacqueline didn't want me to have the Tesla early phase when it first came out because like people were crashing with the self-driving, the batteries were blowing up. So like to be these people that you could blow up, your business or your life with AI or open AI being in your text messages, like I ain't ready there yet.
One day.
Yeah.
One day. On the AI train, last week or the week before, we were talking about how LinkedIn was introducing a feature where users can flag if it was AI or not because there's so much AI slop on LinkedIn.
Right.
And they're saying now that content is experiencing 40% less views across the board because of AI slop. So out of everything that was out there, effectively people are saying this post is AI slop, it's being removed. 40% of all content is being flagged. It's a lot of content. That's almost half of the content
That's
on
a lot of
LinkedIn.
content.
is AI slop. So if your stuff is an AI slop, you're going to get more visibility than ever.
You can
right now.
imagine how much worse it is on really active platforms like
Yeah.
Instagram and TikTok and like YouTube Shorts. Like there's so much AI slop on those. I still have to have conversations with my dad. Like, Dad, no, that's not real. An alligator didn't jump in a pool. Like he sits there on full volume in the middle of any room he's in,
Oh
just
my
watching
gosh.
stuff and just like scrolling. And it's
Did
like,
you see this?
what happened? You know what I mean? Like with the parents, it's like it's so
Yeah.
funny. The thought of like back in the day, like no phones at the dinner table.
Oh my God, it's so the opposite
That
now.
flipped.
I feel like I have to be the one being like, hey,
No. Now
no
it's
phones.
like now it's one of these things where it's like, see, I told you it was addicting, right? Because before it was like, get off your phone. Why are you on your phone? Why are you on your phone? Now I'm just like, do you see what I was trying to tell you? When I was like 8 years old, like the shit was addicting then, and I only could play Snake on my Nokia,
Yeah, seriously.
like and Solitaire.
Yeah.
And now, like my mom too. My mom is famous, absolutely famous. Maybe I'll say infamous. She's famous for calling everybody out for being on her phones, but for being on her phone the most.
That's amazing.
Like absolute the most.
That's amazing.
You catch her, but when you call her out, God forbid, God forbid you call her out for that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, I saw this and was so happy. So Walmart is finally putting Apple Pay
Thank
in.
God. That's so annoying.
I
That is the
know.
stupidest thing
I
ever.
can't tell you how many times I've walked in there, not with like just with my phone,
Yeah.
and have gotten to the register and been like, I have
You're
to
just
walk out of
screwed.
here. I'm sorry. I literally have no money to give you it because you don't take the money on my phone. Like
That's literally happened to me, and it's horrifying.
it is because it's like
Yeah.
I have a whole cart worth of stuff,
Correct.
like, and I forgot that you don't take Apple Pay. And Walmart is such a huge company. I'm surprised it's taken them this long.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like what?
Mm-hmm.
But so there was one time. So the only time that's happened to me twice. I'm not gonna lie. But the first time I was like, it was a little something little, right? Like I came in and I had like a basketball or something stupid, right? Like it was a very little thing. Came in, she's like, oh, we don't have Apple Pay. I'm like, what the actual F? So I was like, all right, whatever. So I left, right? The second time, being the stunad that I am, I went back again. I got a whole cart, like you just said, full of
Yep.
shit. But I'm in like a busy line, right? I'm like, there's like a line, and everyone's waiting, and I got all my shit on the thing right now. And then I go to tap, and she's like, oh yeah, we don't do that here. I'm like, wait, oh my God, I forgot. But if you have the Walmart app, you can pay on the Walmart app.
Yeah.
So that's
I
because-
heard that they were
but
trying to
that's-
push their
right,
Walmart
That's
Pay.
why they did that, because they wanted you to use their app to pay.
See, I didn't
So-
have that. I wish I would have known that.
So I'm like this. There's like a million people behind me. I'm like a Walmart app, and you know my Cricket Wireless wasn't working, and I'm just trying to get this
Yeah,
thing
because you're in a
downloaded.
warehouse, so your
Yeah,
phone's not
correct.
working.
And I'm just
yeah.
like, it's not working, and I'm like, damn. And so I looked a complete fool. Like,
Yeah.
like everything was on the conveyor belt, and like there was a lot on there, and everyone's sitting there just waiting, right? And I'm trying to download this app, and she's like,
Sorry.
whatever, and yo, like everything was like in like bags and stuff.
You have
Right?
to imagine how many times that probably happened. They probably lost so much money in revenue just from people walking out the door because it's like, well,
But you know what? I learned something. A long time ago at barbershops, right? So like at barbershops as an example. Most barbershops want you to pay cash, right? And especially like really good barbers. So when you go to a barbershop and they only accept cash, right? The first few times you're like, this is annoying, I'm not coming back here. But if you got a good cut, you're like, oh, so I just gotta hit the ATM or gotta just come ready. Like no matter what, because you want you want the good cut. With Walmart, the problem is because the price is like comparable to everywhere else, like like you just want to eating it or like you just come ready, right? Like that's why like I don't really shop that much at Walmart. I very rarely shop at Walmart, but like on the off chance that I do, like for instance, when I buy a TV, right? Like I'll go to Walmart because it's just so stupid cheap.
yeah.
You could buy a TV at Walmart, you could buy a TV at Walmart now for like $15.
Even household supplies are just like so much cheaper than they are anywhere else.
Well, when you look at it, because this is also the challenge with Walmart, but like, so they are so good at like their price points because they buy so much and they have so many stores and stuff. Like some companies like literally die because of the fact that like they're putting out so much quantity and they're not making any money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
And
believe it.
That's the price, like the price difference, whatever. But Damn, yeah, Walmart. So Meg's an avid Walmart shopper?
No,
Constantly
actually,
there?
no. I can count probably on one hand the amount of times that I've gone there in the past few years. But like, so that's scary, right?
Yeah.
Maybe been there 2 times, both times didn't realize they didn't have Apple
I
Pay.
love that.
Yeah. 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 I also like just feel weird in the parking lot sometimes. Like I
Yeah,
don't go by
as
myself.
rightfully so.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Okay, and then last headline that I saw, which was so surprising. Well, I guess not surprising. New York is now the top market for tech talent. So it used to be San Francisco, like San Francisco Bay, all through Silicon Valley,
Yeah, that
like
makes
up
sense,
in there.
Cali.
And now, for the first time in 13 years, New York is reigned as the top talent market,
Love
which
that.
is amazing. It has the most tech jobs out of anywhere in the United States. And it's booming. And I think for a while, especially post-COVID, New York was a scary place to be. People were fleeing, right? Like people didn't want to be in the city anymore. And now with the amount of jobs coming back, New York is starting to thrive again. So it's good for all those New York shops and restaurants and business owners who are there.
Yeah. Anytime, the only thing that stinks, though, I mean, New York has always been like you go into work and then you kind of leave, or the people who live there are there, obviously. But it's still, I feel like it's definitely on its way back up. But I'm saying from more of like a leisure league, people like hanging out there. Like I remember, like,
I
cause
think it's going to take a while to redeem itself again.
yeah, because before COVID, like when I was in the city, like it was like just mob 24/7. And I feel like now when I'm in the city, like it's just like not the same. Like it's like it's like if you go on like a concert or you go to like something like that, like it's pretty busy around that area. But I remember just like walking to my car and like it just always being so crazy. And now there's so many times if I'm like walking to my car, like there'll be times where like I don't see
It's
people.
an empty street.
It's wild,
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like what the hell?
Crazy.
Like when we went to Inc. 5000, like we were on that one cross street, like when we thought we were going into the actual Freedom Tower, and then we went back. That street, that was like that little middle street that's like blocked off. That street was always so mobbed.
Yeah.
When I used to be up in there all the time, like I'm like, what? But anyway, I feel like New York, she's a badass. She always comes back.
She's going to come back.
She's
I love New
I feel
York.
like she's back in a lot of other senses, but like I feel like just in people like being there so often,
Yeah.
versus because people don't.
Just the vibe of New York. Because it did get like a little squirrely for a bit, Just, she's back.
I think
We're on the up and up.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's the last topic.
All right. Well, yeah, that's all she wrote, guys. Happy Monday. I hope you have a great week ahead. We'll see you back on Thursday.